Hello, YouTubers and others, and we're going to do a little fly fishing on this video without a fly rod, and that can be done if you got the right kind of equipment. We're going to be fishing for panfish, bluegill, and pumpkin seed, like you're seeing here in this little GIF. Fishing over in North River near Bridgewater, Virginia, at a place called Wildwood Park. This was back in 1993. So this method works pretty well for panfish during the spawning season. When they're up close to the top of the water, you can see them moving around. It works real well using dry flies, kind of like it's got pictured here, something very similar to that. And you can buy the flies. They're not really expensive. And one other piece of equipment you need beside your rod and reel is the casting float. So right there's a look at one of those. They make several varieties of that, and some of them work better than others. But you want to keep your dry fly, the kind of flies that float or stay near the top, about 3 feet from that, and use spinning reels, spin cast reels. Bait casters doesn't work so hot on that because they're just not heavy enough for casting those, but they work pretty well, and they'll also work for some bass. You can use some poppers as well, and fun way to fish, and doesn't require a lot of skill like a fly rod would do. Kind of fell into that trick years ago. Was fishing in North Carolina at a bunch of farm ponds down there, and a good friend of mine's family owned the ponds, and he was really good at fly fishing with a fly rod and really catching those bluegill when they were on the bed. And we found out then that you could buy a casting float and a fly and catch them that way as well. Fun on light tackle. So right now we're going to go over to Bridgewater, Virginia, back in 1993, and do a little pan fishing over at Wildwood Park on the North River. Well, there's a little bluegill caught on the, I'm not sure if I caught that one on a fly. I might have caught that on a worm. Can't really remember, but most of the fish caught that day were on the dry flies. And it looks like a little inlet there where there's kind of like a little island out there. It's not really an island, but the water kind of backs up there. It's just above a dam. And there in Bridgewater, Wildwood Park, nice park. Haven't been there, I think, just the one time in 93. And there's that pumpkin seed that I was showing at the beginning of the video. But go over fishing one day with some family and friend of the family. And that park, there's a fish going into the poor man's live well there. And pull another one out here. I don't have that many fish actually on this video, but I just want to give you kind of an example there of that it will work using that method. And you can have a little bit of fun that way. You can barely see that float there, I think, on the screen. And show put it about 3 feet away from your fly. There's a look at the North River there, and the dam is right there at the edge. And some more shots of the park. The bridge going across over to this little island or peninsula, I guess you'd call it. And a lot of people use that to get married on. Seen that there. You can see where the river kind of comes around the peninsula there. The North River is a tributary of the South Fork of the Shenandoah River. North River, Middle River, and South River all run in together at various parts. I think over around Port Republic, where most of them, the confluences of it, I guess you say. I think Middle River might run into South River before that, but forms the South Fork of the Shenandoah River, flows north up around the front royal of the North Fork of the Shenandoah River, and the South Fork come together and run on into the Potomac River. But it's a real nice park there at Wildwood. Like I say, I've been back there for several years, but pretty easy to get to. And some videos about it on YouTube as well. And I'll look a few fly fishing videos on here with using the float method. I've not that many that I could find. I've seen a few of them on there, but it will work under the right circumstances. I don't know how it work in a real swift river. It might not work so well. So there's a look at some of the catch there in the poor man's live well, and we put those back to let them live another day. Decided we didn't want to clean them, so we turn them loose and let them live some more. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for tuning in.